Hey everyone, this is Om and welcome to my new channel Civil Raja Gateway to Future. Okay, so you have already shown me a lot of love when I was making videos on the Civil Center. I hope you will show the same love on this channel also. Okay, so we will start today with SketchUp. So you know that I have already made a lot of videos on SketchUp in which I have dealt with like all the tools that is there in the SketchUp, but I am going to start with this channel with the advanced level, like how you can complete a project quickly in the SketchUp. And for that we will have to learn the few basic tools but in a different way. So what are those different ways that I'm going to cover up on this channel? Let's start with that. So first of all, we will start with the basics and we will go to the advanced level. So I am going to cover up each and everything that is related to the 3D modeling. So we are going to use three different softwares. First one is the SketchUp, second is the Lumion, and third will be the Photoshop, so that you can have a complete image of what is going to happen when you have to do the rendering and all. Okay, so you will be able to create the final output once you will be regular on this channel. Okay, so first of all, what is SketchUp? SketchUp is a 3D modeling software, and we have to make anything that I have to like visualize to my client and he is not able to visualize, then I will use the SketchUp to make a 3D model and make him visualize. Okay, so SketchUp basically the 3D modeling software that we use as an architect so that we can make our clients visualize what we are thinking in our mind. Okay, so it's not like there were not beautiful houses before this software or before any 3D modeling software. Okay, but the concepts were in the brain of the architects and they used to draw the lines, and that takes a lot of time. Okay, so we have these softwares and we will start with it. Okay, so first of all, we will have to start with SketchUp. So let's see what are the different settings that we have in the SketchUp. So if you will then install the software, then you will find something like this. Okay, so if someone has not installed the software yet, then I will just give a link in the description. You can go ahead and check it out from there. Okay, so we have the architectural millimeter, architectural inches, simple inches, simple meters, architectural centimeters, and architectural meters. Okay, so we don't have to use the simple things. Okay, we have to go with the architectural things either in millimeter, inches, centimeter, or meters. Then we have the option of open file. So if you have already worked on any particular project, then you can open the files from here, and here you have the collection of the recent files. Okay, so you can also use that. But what I'm going to do, I will just this is the first session, so we are going to deal with the commands only. So we can start with either millimeter or inches, that is up to us. Okay, so let's start with the inches, because what happens in India. Okay, so normally in India what we do, we deal with the architectural portions in inches. However, millimeter is definitely like a more advanced. Okay, and it is more accurate. Okay, so if you are working with the engineering things, then you will have to go with the millimeters and it will give you more accuracy. But when we have to talk about the architectural aspects, then in India we use the imperial system, that is the foot and inches system. So we will go with the architectural inches over here. But if you want to work with a millimeter, then you can also go with that, and I will also show you how you can switch from inches to millimeter or centimeter or meters, anything that you need within the project. Okay, so that will be covered in the coming classes. Okay, but for now we will go with this one. Okay, so over here you can see this is our SketchUp, and we have to do the settings over here. So when you will open up the SketchUp, it will not look something like this. Okay, your SketchUp will have a different view. Okay, so I will just get rid of all these things so that you can learn how to work differently over here. Okay, so I will also show you how you can also achieve all these things. Okay, so when you will install the SketchUp, then it will look something like this. Okay, so this will be the software that you will have. And so first of all, we will have to start with the settings of the SketchUp. Okay, so I guess you are done with the basic introductions, and in the basic introduction, now it's time to deal with the basics of the SketchUp. So you will find a boy or a girl over here, depending upon the versions that you are downloading. You can just change the images or you can also remove it. That is up to you, and it is not very much of any disturbance or convenience. Okay, so it is not working in either way, so you don't have to work with it. Okay, So first thing that you need to know is the three axis. Okay, so the three axis over here, we call it red axis, green axis, and the blue axis. It is not called as x, y, or z axis. Okay, so over here we just call it red axis, green axis, and blue axis. However, it is appearing at the x, y, and z axis. Okay, so that's not an issue. I guess you are done with the axis. Then we have a few basic tools over here that you can see, and if you want to get more tools that are appearing over here, then you will have to just work on some things that we call as the advanced settings. Okay, so we will have to deal with the advanced settings over here, and for that, what we are going to go, we are going to go in the view bar. Okay, so this is the status bar. Okay, then we have the menu bar, then we have the toolbar. So over here, this is untitled project, so it is not named like anything, so it is untitled. Okay, so you can just name it, that is up to you. Then we have the menu bar where you will find the menus, file, edit, view, camera, draw, tools, window, extensions, and help. So we are going to explore each and every menu over here. Okay, so don't worry about that. Then we have the toolbars where we have the options of the zoom, selection, and then eraser, pencil, then arcs, then rectangle, or you can say you will find different shapes over here. Okay, rectangle, rotated ones, a circle, polygon. Then we have the push pull tool and the offset, move, rotate, scale, then measurement tool is there, and then text, then paint. Then we have the orbit tool, pan, zoom, zoom extends. Then we have the 3D warehouse over here, extension warehouse, and we have the layout, so extension manager. And then finally you will have your user info. If you want to sign in over here, then you will have to first of all make an account on Trimble. You can simply make an account over there, and then you can use the 3D warehouse and the extension managers over here. Okay, so guys, I have going too quick over here because on my previous channel I have already explained all the basic things over here. So if you want, then you can also watch that just to brush up your basics. Otherwise, I will just quickly revise each and everything, and when I am going with something on the professional level, then I will just take time to explain each and everything. And if you have any kind of confusion, then you have the two options. Either you can pause the video, you go back and make the pace slower. YouTube is allowing you to do a lot of things. Okay, or you can just leave your comment in the comment section, and I will explain that in the next video. Okay, now let's go with SketchUp again. So over here, you will have to go with the view, and in the view, you will find the toolbar. In the toolbar, you will see you have the two different options. First is the toolbar, then you have the options. So go to the toolbar, and here you can make anything like visualize, or you can hide anything. Okay, so suppose I want to go with the large tool set. Okay, so in the large tool set, you will see that we have various tool sets that are coming over here, and this is more than that is coming over here. Okay, so the large tool set is important. Then the second thing that is important over here is the shadows. Okay, so shadows will be needed while working with any project, and then we will have the views that will be needed by us. Okay, then I have also some extensions downloaded over here. If I want to make it visual, then I can simply make it visual whenever it is required. Okay, so I will just bring it over here and place it over here. Then I can just move my pointer over here. Then I will just drag it to this place so that it can have a comfortable space at this place. Okay, now if you want to just increase the size of these icons, then you will have to go to the view, then toolbars, and then you will have to go for options, and here you can click on the large toolbars, and all the tools will be enlarged. But I don't like that, so I will just skip it. But if you want, then you can just do that. Okay, so that is up to you what you want to make it visual, what you don't want to make it visual, that is up to you. Now once you have enlarged it and then minimized it, then the distances have been changed. So again I will have to drag it. So for that I will just bring my cursor over here, then press on my left mouse button and then drag it at this place. Okay, so guys, I guess this is quite cool. Okay, so what we have learned so far, we have learned how we can bring up the large tool sets, then the shadows, and then the views. Okay, so these three things we have covered so far. Now we will go with the default tray. So you can see while working on SketchUp, I used to use some things from over here. There were materials and all the things. So how I have to make that default tray visual? So for that we have the option of the windows. So in the windows I will just go over here in the windows section. Okay, I can just bring it like this. Okay, so in the windows section I will go to the default tray and then I will simply click on show tray. If your tray is already visible, then it will show like hide tray over here. Okay, so you can see this default tray is visible over here. Okay, so in the beginning it may appear something like this. It will have this much space, and if you want to just minimize the space, then you can simply bring the mouse button over here and you can also minimize it. If you want to get more space over here, then you can simply just go over here and click on auto hide, and you will see that this default tray is just coming up as an icon over here. So if you want to get more space over here, then you can just go with that. And if you will just bring your cursor over here, then it will come up at your screen. Okay, now if you want to like make it permanently visible, then you have to bring your cursor over here and go for a single click, or you can set the double click over here, and it will be visible and ready to use for you. How to use this default tray, that I will just covered up in the coming classes. Okay, so that's not an issue. So this is the next setting that we have already covered, and now we have to go with the different tools that are present over here. So you can see on the left, or you can say in the large tool set, we have different set of icons over here. Okay, so I will just open up a Word file for you so that you can have a better idea of what is happening over here. So this Word file will help you out. Okay, and this will also act as your notes. Okay, now I will just minimize it and then take a screenshot of what is happening over here. Okay, so for that you already have windows, then you have the snipping tool. Okay, so just click on that, bring it over here. Okay, a snipping tool is not allowing us to like take the screenshot like this because it is mostly acting as an icon over here. Okay, so let's try it. Okay, so this is not working. So anyway, I will simply work over here like this. Okay, so no issues with that. I will just explain it and you are smart enough to understand each and everything. So guys, there are 4 to 5 divisions that you can see over here. Okay, so the first thing that you have this selection tool, then you have this lasso select, then we have this paint bucket, erasure, then make component, tags. Okay, so what are these things basically? Okay, so these are basically the okay, just a moment. Okay. So I guess this was not planned in today's class, but anyway, I will just tell you about these things also. Okay, that's not an issue. So these are basically the drawing tools that we are talking about. This is the pencil, this is the line, freehand, rectangle, rotated rectangle, circle, polygon and everything, arcs, and you can see 2-point, 3-point arcs, pi. Okay, these three are basic. All these are basically the drawing tools. Then we have this edit tools where we have the move, push, pull, rotate, and then we have this follow me tool. Follow me tool is very much useful. Okay, so that's for sure. But we will have some time before we can just jump to the follow me tool. Then we have the scale, then we have offset. Now we have this annotation tool where we have the measurement tool, then we have dimensions, protector, text and axis, and the 3D text. Okay, then we have the navigation tool, which is with orbit, pan tool, then the zoom window, and then zoom extend and the previous. Okay, so guys, we have just learned how to what are the different tools that are there in the SketchUp. Now we will go with the tools, and we can just start with just a single tool, that is rectangle. That is the basic one over here. Okay, so we can just draw a rectangle like that. Okay, now in the SketchUp you can see this is the rectangle that I can draw with. Then if I want to draw some other shape, then I can draw a circle over here. Okay, so I can go like that. Then if I want to just pull it, then I have this push pull tool, and I can simply pull the surface over here. Okay, so like this, you can just go with different shapes and sizes, and I'm not using any kind of dimension over here, but if you want, then you can also just provide some kind of dimensions. That is up to you. Okay, and you can again use the push pull tool. So I have already shown you like how to pull the objects. Now it's time to learn how to push the objects. Okay, so you have to simply make it like this. Okay, so it can be pushed like this, it can be pulled like this. So two tools that we have discussed today is the rectangle tool, or you can say the shapes tool. Okay, so in the shapes tool we have discussed about the rectangle, circle, and the polygon. Then we have already dealt with the push pull tool. So these are the quick things that we can learn. Okay, and we will come up with the next video in the soon. So I guess tomorrow you will get the next video. Till then, start practicing, get your SketchUp ready with all these settings, and we will meet tomorrow. Okay guys, one more thing that I wanted to say. Yeah, so this channel is new, so like this channel and like this video also, then subscribe to this channel and share it with your friends and family, so that we can have a great audience and we can learn more on this channel. Thank you.